All right, Julian. How old are you, bro?
I'm 32.
32. Okay. And I see the U of A logo right there. Did you grow up here in Tucson?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Right on, bro. Fix this real quick. So, what's life like right now? What's your situation?
Life right now feels like limbo. So it feels like. I think there's
Kind of like
I
caught in
think
the
there's
middle.
I think there's a beginning and an end, and then I think there's an end and a beginning, and somewhere in between those two ends is where we're at right now. I feel like I don't know. So it's just what it seems to be to me.
And are you homeless right now?
Yeah, I'm homeless.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say I'm homeless because I have a lot of homes that would where I have, you know what I mean. I have a lot of family friends that love me and care about me and stuff. And in the beginning of my addiction, I don't know, in my mind, I guess I just thought if I stayed away from them and didn't like let them see me, when I was like under the influence, that it was gonna help me or help them or just I don't know, just help my life. But I ended up like being the like root problem in my life. It was that detachment from my family, you know what I mean, and friends and everybody. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it was supposed to be. I never thought it would end up going this long. Even though those breaks in between and stuff, it's I don't know. It's all about perception, I guess. But
yeah, how did it start for you?
My use started with an 80 milligram oxy. I had heard my family, like older relatives of mine, kind of like, I was eavesdropping. I was a kid, I was listening there. You hear everything, and I kept hearing them talking about it, but they kept talking about how, like, the euphoria, like how good it was, and I just kept hearing them talk about that shit, and I was just like, and I was never curious about stuff like that, but it sounded pretty good, and so I basically was at a hotel at the casino when they first opened, and I asked one of my relatives for it, and he told me no at first, and then I asked him like 2 more times, and then I ended up taking it, and I don't know, it really just made me feel. I just never thought that there was something like, at every age of your life, you think you know everything. You think you've hit all, like you know everything. It's just how it is. It's normal. And I thought I knew everything at that time, but I didn't know that there was a that would make me feel like,
complete, right? Free.
Yeah.
That was the same effect with me.
Yeah, it was more than that. Yeah. Like being free is still a label. That it's like, it's like it's transcend. I don't know if it's ascending or transcending or both or what, but that shit. And it still is, and it still does it. It still does the same shit for me. It's just like, I don't know, but that's the sad part. It's not sad. The only thing that's sad is that it consumes my time, my days, and since it does that, now I'm not in tune with everything else that is important, like family and family functions and friends and stuff like that. Like those are the things that's what life's about, and that will rob you of that shit. But at 32 years old, I can't say I've been robbed of it. I just let it just just kind of just ride the wave, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. For me, like everything became secondary. If I didn't have that first thing in the morning, I wouldn't do anything till I got it. So, yeah, I feel you, bro. It takes over, man. And as far as like homeless, how long you been homeless?
Um, I was 30 years old. I was 29 and 30. 20, I don't know, at 29 and 30, and I was living up on the foothills on Swan and Skyline.
Damn, bro, it's a nice area.
Yeah, thanks to my girl. Like my girl, well, my ex girlfriend. She always made sure that we had a nice place, you know, and I didn't just sit back and didn't, I did what I had to do, you know what I mean? I made shit happen. I still do today, but I asked God for a miracle, and I asked Him to do something in my life that would just, switch it up and give me something that I could do, something that I love doing, and I don't know, something that would help me with my addiction, and something that would be approved by God, and like that my family would be like, would respect and stuff, and I don't know why I prayed that, because I was fine. I was the happiest I was ever in my life. Like, I was 30 years old, I had a beautiful girlfriend at a nice place, I just wasn't at my full. I knew that I was meant to do something bigger.
Greater, yeah.
Yeah. And even though it's what I was doing, if I compared it to everyone else, it might have been bigger or better or whatever than everyone. It still just was that. I don't compare myself to other people or the people around me. You know what I mean? Like, I compare myself to who I believe that I'm supposed to be.
Yep.
And
that's good.
But at the same time, I don't want to say I regret it, because I know I said that prayer for a reason. But I said that prayer and I had everything, and I lost everything, dog. I lost everything, and within like 2-3, like, I don't know, maybe like 3 weeks or something, I lost my car, I lost my girl, I lost my dog, I lost everything, and I was walking in the streets like for like 2 days, and I was like, what the f am I doing? I'm like, am I really outside right now? Like, I've been outside since yesterday. Like, I didn't really pay attention. I was just on one. Like, but I always throughout my days would get clean. Like, once I felt like everything was getting like out of order, or like my girl might like she might be really sad, not acting like she's sad. But I'm like, I gotta go get clean. I'll go get clean. Go to detox. Whatever I had to do, I'd do it. And then I'd go back, get all my ducks in a row. And as soon as everything was in order, I'd do the dance for a little bit, and then when nobody's looking, just dip off and just go do my thing, and f it all off and just rebuild it again and just keep doing it over and over, you know what I mean? But finally, I just got to a point where I was like, I can't. That's childish. I can't keep doing that with this woman, because I'm not gonna let nobody tell me shit. I'm not gonna let my girl get to a point of basically like just over and done with. Like, no, I'm gonna do that now before it gets there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want somebody to make me feel like that, because I'm not that type of person, So. Yeah, bro, it's crazy though. But I said that prayer and I lost everything, and I've been homeless pretty much since then. I've had opportunities to live in nice places with beautiful women and stuff like that, but like, I'm not gonna have a woman kick their husband out or kick their boyfriend out of a house. Like, to me that's just some pussy shit. Like, I'm not. I was raised better than that, and you know what I mean. But these girls are crazy. But but yeah. So I just basically a little bit after that, I had a spiritual awakening happen, and it wasn't just a moment in time, or like a day, or like a week, or anything. It did happen fully, like a day. There was a day that I can say that something happened, and it was December 25th when I was 30 years old, and ever since that day, my life has been devoted to literally gathering soldiers for God all over Arizona, walking on foot. being led by the Spirit of God through birds, and you know, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. You know, I'll just be one of these other crazy people out here. But
have you seen your girl since back then?
No.
And as far as like supporting yourself, like maintaining like everything today, how do you support yourself?
I cut hair and
I need a haircut, dog.
Yeah, no, I do. I cut hair and I try my very best. And when I say my very best, dude, I really mean it. I don't do.
You cut your own hair?
Yeah, I did. I can't. Yeah, I did. I did cut my hair, but I did it in the dark. I didn't even have a mirror or nothing, so I really don't even know what it looks like.
That's clean, bro.
Yeah, I've been cutting my hair so long by myself that like I can just feel it, like, and just do it. But
dude, that's hella clean for doing it in the dark and all that.
Yeah.
You have cordless clippers?
I usually have nice clippers on me. Right now I don't, but
okay.
I always have. I have a pair of clippers on me. Yeah, in my bag I do, yeah.
Yeah.
But I usually have like really nice clippers. But yeah, I try to. I don't like how society looks at addicts, and I don't want my niece or nephew to think when they see people that look like they do that they're bad people, because people who do are not bad people. You know what I mean? It's just people who do make bad choices, but we're not bad people, because there's people that don't do are bad people.
Facts. That's why I like doing these videos, man, to humanize people, you know, because I used to be out here too, bro, and like I just had a wicked habit, but I wasn't a bad person, you know. I did some bad stuff just to get what I needed, but I like doing these videos to show the world basically that you guys are people too. Decent human beings, you know what I mean? Like it's just the habit that
not even that we're decent us. We're just the opposite of that, just like them.
Yeah, exactly. We're human too.
Yeah. But I feel like the first and the main part of how you get judged to go into heaven is how you judge other people. That's like, in my mind, that's what I've seen so far, is that's the first form of judgment. If you think you're gonna go sit in front of a man on a big chair, maybe you might. But first, before you even make it to that stage, because that'd probably be the last, is how you judge other people. And if you look around and you just can't stop doing it, well, you're probably in a level of hell. I'm not. The only thing that keeps me like grounded, like with everyone else, I can say, is my absence. I'm not being where I'm supposed to be at right now with my family.
Have you spoke to the family lately?
Yeah, I talked to my dad the other day. He came and see me, but I don't really ever see him though. Like,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't.
How are those conversations?
I don't really talk to him. But I mean, I did the other day, but I don't know, it was brief. I just...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an only child, dog, so I know how that goes too. Like, the whole parents thing, and yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
How much time have you done?
I think 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
And when did you get out?
I got out the end of 20. Last time.
Oh.
2020.
Yeah. Right. And you said prison saved you, like before we were talking?
Yeah, it has. Prison for sure saved my life, because it showed me structure, it showed me routine, it showed me what a schedule can do, and it showed me like really what working out, like for me, like
5 a.m. bro, every morning. Yeah.
It's like a positive domino effect. You know what I mean? I know that when I get clean this time, I'm done forever. And you know, it's not gonna be believable until all this is over and done with. But right now, I'm out here right now. I was already done. I already overcame my addiction and all that. But I'm out here right now because it's the only thing that like will anchor me down out here. As much as I need to be in the bad places that I need to be at to try and save some of the people that I have to try and save spiritually. And I'm not saying that I'm a big badass and that's all I do, because I fucking get high probably 90% of the time. 10% of the time I do that what I need to do for God, as far as that goes. But I don't know. I just feel like I know a lot about this place, about Earth, and about heaven and hell, I guess you call it. And I'm learning a lot, but I know a lot, and I understand a lot. And if I was in the position that I'm in right now and didn't know about that stuff, I would not be. I don't even know. I would be miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm tired right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired. But
would you say you're comfortable out here, like used to it?
Yeah.
Or does the piece of you wanna?
Oh no, I'm not.
No,
not like that. No, I'm like every day. I'm like in my mind. I'm just like just keep going, bro. Just keep going. You're gonna. This shit's almost done. This too shall pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's how it goes. We kind of know when we're starting to get tired. You know.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me. I just got fed up. You know, so I went to rehab for 4 months. First week, I was like, I might as well just give this a shot, you know. And it just, that psychic change, you know, that it just something switches and then you just go with it. So I could tell I could feel it that you want change, you know. I think it'll happen, bro. And you know where like the detoxes and rehabs are and all that? Okay. For the people that are watching and they're wondering, why doesn't he just go get help right now? Like, what would you tell him? What's keeping you out here?
The thing that's keeping me out here is I had my awakening happen, and God showed me that God is real. There's some people, like my dad, he didn't believe me. He thought that what I was telling him, he never really had a good relationship with God. He didn't have a good upbringing, and it's sad. But he used to make, anyways. I wanted my dad to believe me about what I was saying, you know, about what I had been experiencing and all these things, and basically miracles, and he just was not willing to like believe it at all. And anyways, he said, if you get clean, I'll believe you. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, let's do it. He's like, all right. He's like, come to my house. He's like, he lives in Safford, like away from all.
Yeah.
I said, Dad, I don't think you like this. It's not even a question. I was like, I'll go on your couch right now and go get clean. He looked at me like, he's been trying to get me clean for years. I went to his house, laid on his couch, and rode that mud all the way through, bro. And I was smoking like, I'm not playing, I was probably smoking like 75 to 100 pills a day, dog, of gas, like strong ass pills. And people were smoking like half a pill and died. I didn't know, I thought I had a high tolerance, but really it was just because I was protected, you know?
Yeah.
But I went and I did it, and I did a cold turkey, and I did it in the thick of it, right in the like in the worst of all this shit. And he took me to the hospital, you know, I had it because I was throwing up so much. And,
all the yellow stuff.
Yeah, and my esophagus was actually like coming, like it was like inflamed, and, like with blood and stuff, and like there was actual like soot in my throat up, like on the top of it. It was crazy, and like I just had to go anyways. But I pushed through it, and I did it, and I told him like, I'm not playing, Dad. Like God's been showing me a bunch of stuff. Like I'm a prophet, and I know I am, and he goes, I bet you call your aunt right now and I'll tell her what you're telling me. I bet you she don't believe you. And I'm like, Dad, I was like, I bet you she will. And he's like, I'm like, you told me to come get clean here. I did it, and you said that you'd believe me. Now, you know, it's one thing to not believe me, but to like make me feel like I'm not telling the truth is a whole nother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like rubbing it in, kind of. I don't know. And I call my aunt. She's like, hello. I'm like, Tia. She's like, who is this? I'm like, it's Junji. She's like, hi, Mio. She's like, how are you? I was like, I'm alright, Tia. I'm right here with my dad's. I was like, listen, I'm right here with my dad. I needed to ask you a serious question right now. And she's like, what is it, Mio? What? And I was like, I need to ask you. I was like, I need to ask something. It's important. I was like, I'm right here with my dad. She goes, I already know, Junji. And I'm like, Tia, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something. She's like, I already know. And I'm like, I was like, you don't know what I'm talking about. I was like, I'm trying to, just listen to me. She's like, I already know, Junji. I already know. I'm like, what do you know? If you know, then what do you know? You don't even let me talk. I'm not trying to fuck. This is important, Tia. Like, I'm trying to talk. She goes, you're the chosen one, fool. And I'm like, I looked at my dad, and he's like,
wow.
My dad just rolls his eyes, he looks away like that, and I'm like, you hear what Tia just said?
Wow.
What'd you say, Tia? Tia, what'd you say right now? You're the chosen one. I know this, son. Don't worry about it. Just do what you gotta do and just get it done, son. I love you. Tia's right here. And I just thought, I love you, Tia. I'll call you later. And I hung up. My dad still, I don't know, he's ignorant, but he knows what it is, though. But I don't know, it's just crazy. Like,
how long ago was that?
That was like, it was, I don't know, what was it? Well, I'm 32 right now, so.
Okay, like a few years ago?
2022.
Okay, yeah. So after that, did you just like want to come back to Tucson, or did he kick you out? How did that work out?
Well,
or you got a ride or something?
I had gone through an awakening, and I didn't realize that when you go through an awakening, there's things that take place. And, you know, I didn't know about any of this stuff. I didn't know what was what. I had to learn from hands-on, like, look around and just...
Life experiences.
Yes,
yeah.
But a new life. A whole nother realm, literally. And, you know, and I had... Basically... I'm going to make it short and sweet. My name is Julian Angel Sandoval IV, and they call me Junji. I went through my spiritual awakening on December 25th at 30 years old. Jesus was 30 years old, and December 25th is not his birthday, but that's the day that he too went through his awakening. That's the day that he was let out of a level of hell the way I was let out of a level of hell. Basically, I had got engulfed in darkness and like in just earth, and stopped looking to God. It just little by little I listened to the devil, and I don't know how. I went to catechism as a kid. I was saved at the First Assembly of God when I was 13 years old. The Holy Spirit, I felt it when I was 13. After that day, after the church, like I knew God. I've always known God, but I forgot about Him. And it happened a little bit at a time without me realizing it. The devil had snuck up on me and had literally just pulled me down like this to where I wasn't looking up, until I was in a tunnel here under Tucson, and I seen some stuff. I basically met some people down there, but the person I met was the gatekeeper to hell. And I asked him, hey man, like, you know, what is all this shit? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, what are you like, you know, I know I just met you, but like, don't things feel a little weird, like, around town and shit, like? And he's like, well, yeah, well, why? What does it look like? Like a war's going on? And I'm like, it's funny he said that though, because when I was being under attack by the devil, our fears manifest, you know, and that's what keeps us a man of flesh, a man of earth, is when we don't only fear God. You're supposed to only fear God. That's what makes you an angel. That's what makes you a child of God, like maxed out, like, or you're just gonna just be a person of earth, and that's okay if that's what you choose. But that's why it feels like hell. It's not really hell. Hell's not really even a thing here on the earth. I'm not saying hell's not real. I'm saying hell's not here really. It's not really a thing here on earth. It's just heaven and earth. And based on your fears and based on how you judge other people and all of the ugly things that you have, the outlooks that you have on this place, is what will torment you and what will gravitate towards you. I'm sure people have heard of the law of attraction. And that's what this is. That's what it is. There's gravity on earth. In the spiritual realm, there's gravity too, but it's not a physical thing. But it does pull you down, and it's fear, worry, all those things. And if we just only feared God, then that's how you ascend into heaven through a higher level of consciousness. And we have a lot of gifts. We have there's a lot more to do here in this place, but it took for me to see some the other side of things, you know, of the spectrum to know that God was actually real. Because once I seen once I heard what I heard, there was a time when I was in that tunnel and I heard somebody talking to another somebody, and I could hear 3 languages coming out of him at one time. And then I could hear this other, he's like, hey, this guy's coming in, he's like, my friend, he's going to say that I'm the gatekeeper to hell, but don't listen to him, you know? And I'm like, that's not something you say, you know? But it happened, you know? And while I was in there, I asked God to I asked him to allow the light of Jesus that was inside of me to scare back the fear that was attacking me, whatever those things that was, that energy was, just do away with it, with the light that's inside of me. And I told the girl that I was with, that was in that tunnel, and I told her, don't get scared. I was like, but I'm gonna have to do this. And I invited the fear into my life, maxed out, because I just wanted to see what it was. I wanted to see it. But when I realized, you know, through trial and error, that when I ran from it, it got bigger. When I went into it, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing. It's David and Goliath is what this place is. It's what this whole thing is. And
yeah, we should definitely do a follow-up interview, man. I want to hear more of your story.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you too long. Let's see. I guess we could finish off with. Is there any final words you want to say, or what? Actually, one of my subscribers.
I'm gonna end with this real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Nahum, Nahum, chapter 2, verse 3, says that the shield of his mighty men is red, like your shoes. Mm-hmm. The shield of his mighty men is red. On the day he musters them, they will be clad in scarlet. It says the spears will be brandished, and that the chariots will be flashing metal and will be dashing through the squares like lightning. On the day he musters them, I don't know if that's really how you pronounce it, but it's M-U-S-T-E-R-S. And that word means prepare for battle, to put on the full body armor of God. God already knew what color you would be wearing, or your shoes would be, on the day that I talked to you. Every one of his chosen, or his angels, demons, whatever you want to call it, because it's both. It's duality. If you're an angel, you're a demon. If you're a demon, you're an angel. You've been both. Basically, the Bible has already shown me, like it. If you can go on Google and type in God's Army Bible verses. That one's gonna come up immediately. You know. And on the day of my awakening, I was wearing red and black, and I had a Raiders logo. If you look at the Raiders logo, it's a red shield. There's 2 swords, like the Word of God. It's like the body armor of God on the Raiders hat, and it had a Spartan helmet right here, and then on the back it says Spartan race splattered in blood with a spear underneath it that says you'll know at the finish line. So it's like, I don't know, like it's crazy, but that was like in the beginning of my awakening. I basically, these birds have been leading me to people. Every person, they always wearing red. They're always wearing all this red. And it's the blood of Jesus. It's a lot. It's some deep stuff. I can talk about it.
Yeah, it sounds deep though.
All day.
That's interesting, bro.
But yeah,
so we'll finish off with one of my subscribers wanted me to ask, what are 3 things that you like about yourself?
3 things that I like about myself?
Yeah. Or that you like about yourself.
don't like anything about myself, but I sure do love everything about myself. I love everything about myself. That's it.
That's good, dog.
I do.
That's good, man.
So I'm out here spreading that positive energy and that
That's
love
good.
and stuff. Seriously, you know, I'm not making up reasons as to why I'm out here using and stuff. If I use, I'm just gonna say this: God does not condone us doing things to our temple. I understand that, but I'll tell you what: if you're gonna do today, and you decided you're gonna do it and enjoy it. Don't do it and be imprisoned in your mind and let the devil make you feel like you're not good enough of nothing. Just enjoy the gift of today and have a good time, and that's it. And stop worrying about it, because that's literally how we experience hell, is by worrying, doubting. God said, ask and you shall receive. So maybe we should start asking more, because I for a long time thought I was like I was doing something great for not asking God for nothing, just thanking Him. Since I was wrong. But yeah.
What do you think your life purpose is? Life mission? That would be the last question.
My life mission. To love the hell out of this place.
Right on, bro.
That's it.
Hell yeah. And as far as, I don't even think I asked, blues is your main one, right, DOC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on, bro. How many are you putting down a day, do you think?
I mean, not a lot. Nothing like how I used to.
Right on, bro.
I probably, I don't know, but man, if I had, I don't know, it just depends. I guess, every day is different, but
yeah.
But I do know that I have, there's certain angels out here, I'll just say, that are protected. When I realized that, I felt stupid, because I can't overdose off this stuff. God's not gonna let me go like that. That's not and I think that if you believe that about anything, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No man, no king, no army, no nation should be able to do anything to you, because you're a child of God. So, I mean, I'm here forever, so I better figure it out.
Right on, bro. All right, man. Thank you for your story.
Yep.